Hello, and welcome back to Misscliks D&D Pirate Edition, Storm Chaser Edition, Canoe Building Edition, Wet Minotaur Edition.
Wet Minotaur?
Yeah.
There was a storm. He was outside. He got wet.
I mean, yeah, but that wouldn't be the primary descriptor that I would have had come to mind right away. But that's
Well,
fine.
I guess you and I are watching this show very differently.
Yeah.
The sexy Wet Minotaur?
He's not
Is that
wearing
how
a
you're
shirt or
watching?
pants.
Oh, man. Really? He's naked?
He's a Minotaur. Of course he's naked.
Minotaurs don't wear clothes?
I don't know. Do you wear clothes, Tyrant?
No.
What? I thought they would.
Like, not even like breeches?
Nope.
Interesting.
I'm a Minotaur.
I do a perception check.
No, you don't have to roll very high for it.
I mean, this changes things.
All the interactions.
I mean,
Do you have a loincloth at least? Or are you totally naked?
I think he would have to, because that would
Yeah.
change how we interact with
But
him.
then it got wet.
Yeah, there's like a belt and a loincloth.
Yeah.
Okay.
Belt's how I carry my $9 and stuff.
Okay, so we go to the captain. Let's talk.
Wait, before we do, let's confer what our goal is.
He
So-
is wearing a loincloth, yes.
Ally, friends, lover, or nothing. There can only be one.
Huh?
It's lyrics from John Mayer, but yeah.
Highlander.
John Mayer.
Well,
So I
either
think
we friend her or we don't friend her.
I say this is our story. We were
Of a
three
ship.
members of a crew on a ship. We had our own business. Our business was that we took goods and services back and forth, but we got
The
tired
story
of,
is not interesting.
I pat Tyrant and I keep talking. The story is that we just got tired of that life because we felt like we could never work hard enough for the rewards, and we're looking for something more rewarding, and we're considering less than traditional means, and we'll see what she says. And if she's forthcoming about, anything, then we can say, we're good sailors. What did you think about that? And I would say our ultimate best goal is that we get her to come to be one of the Captain Animoys, and she can be, for all intents and purposes, the captain of the ship.
Yeah.
And we'll split everything, the normal way.
The Captain Silver Stormy.
I don't like this story.
I just keep patting him as I keep talking.
His ear flickers.
But we would be co-captains with her, but our main function would be finding work and being the fighters, and her main function would be, captaining the ship like Hammerfist used to do.
Yeah. That works.
And if she's not down with that, then our out will be, okay, thank you for passage, and we'll go look for other things elsewhere.
Okay. Well, if she's super forthcoming, we could tell her that we're trying to hunt down our previous ship, which has a lot of treasure on it.
Okay.
I'd be afraid that she'd try to steal it from us.
Well, then we'd kill her.
Yeah.
That's true. Okay, let's go talk to her. Who's gonna?
I get it now. I like this story.
December pats him again on his chest because he's tall. So looks up at him and pats him.
Perception check. Never mind. Okay, let's do it.
All right. So, who is the envoy? Envoy.
We're all going together, but who's going to start talking?
I will lead.
No, not you, Sharon.
Usually, in characters that start with a V for some reason, I feel very trusting, but when they start with a T, I don't know.
All right. Do you guys
That
want
is
me
fine.
to talk, or do you want to, Faye, since you've been talking to her before?
Yeah, you can go ahead.
Okay. So we try to find a moment when the captain doesn't seem to be busy.
Okay. You catch her when she's, just staring out to the sea.
Oh.
Epic.
Anything in particular that you're looking at out there, Captain?
The ocean, mostly.
She turns around and sits on the rail, hands on the rail, looking at you guys. Says, "Well, what do you guys need?"
Well, you saw during the storm that we had more sailing experience that we let on, and I thought I'd fill you in a little bit on who you're carrying on your ship, because your crew has asked us a few times and they're curious. So I don't know if that means you're curious, but we were merchant sailors. All three of us ran a small trade carrying goods and services around, and very recently we've come to feel that our skills are beyond that. We lost our ship to thieves, and we've been looking for some alternative ways of making a better profit that is more in line with our skills. So that's what we're doing, and we really like the way that you captain as well, and we were kind of wondering if you might be willing to tell us a little bit more about what you do and whether we might be of some use to you.
He leans over to Faye and says, "This is just like the story she told."
Does he say that quietly at least?
Well, as quiet as a 7-foot-tall Minotaur could.
December motions Minotaur to go play.
This does not mean anything to him.
What? That's a very general question.
Well, I noticed that you have a very heavy hand with your crew. We all, of course, noticed that we sailed into a storm instead of stopping to speak to that other ship. It seems that you have a very solid way of doing things that might be contrary to the typical way a ship is run. And we think that's pretty cool.
I don't agree with any of those.
He
I think
leans
my
over to
hand
Faye
is
and says,
even.
"This is about to be my favorite part."
I think my hand is even with my crew. We didn't talk to the ship because we had nothing to do with them. And I don't think I run my ship in a contradictory way at all, or a controversial way, or in an unusual way.
All right. My mistake. Ultimately, I'm just asking if you might be interested in
Hiring a
sailors
few
such as us.
deckhands.
I mean, we have been captains of our own ship, so we're not really looking to be deckhands, but we do think we're pretty useful, especially sailing, as you saw. Because we've sailed really, really, really good, so I give her a knowing look. And we're also very adept fighters as well, if that could be something that you were interested in.
And yeah. Let's just leave it at that for now. I mean, you haven't told us much about you guys, so
You're right, I haven't.
I feel like we're giving a lot and not getting a lot.
That must be very uncomfortable for you.
Totally. I give her a look.
December, when she can catch Lily's eye aside, when Captain Mac is not looking, if this
Captain
ever happens.
Mac is staring directly
Okay,
at you
then
guys.
never mind. Never mind, Neil.
Neal.
All right. Well, it sounds like you're not really looking to do business with anyone other than as passengers, so I can respect that.
I was
Here it
hoping for a quick, easy few coins for a very minor detour.
Fair enough. All the best. Thank you.
Have a good trip.
Thank you. It's been enjoyable so far, except that big ass storm.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
As soon as we are out of earshot, I whisper, "Tiger tactics."
And then I whisper to Faye, I'm like, "Tiger tactics."
What happened to the end of the story?
And they all lived happily ever after.
No, that's a terrible story. Earlier
sorry.
you told the tale differently.
Okay, here's the end of the story, Tyrant. Are you ready? You get to interact with the story. Okay?
His ear flickers.
It's like a create your own.
Yeah. It's like choose your own adventure, except it's I'm choosing the adventure and you're doing it. Okay? So what we're going to do is tonight, when everyone's asleep, after we
that
talk this,
secretly, Neil. Just
Yeah.
FYI, new
this is
people.
very, very much so in hiding.
And Lily does this the whole time December speaks.
So we're going to try to talk to lots of the crew and see if they want to join our crew. But whoever doesn't want to join our crew, tonight when they're sleeping, we're going to slit their throat. And they're going to die. Do you like that
He
ending
wants to
better?
make sure he gets it.
It's not much of an adventure, and I wouldn't choose that.
Is there anything you would like to do that would make it more of an adventure?
Fight a dragon.
Well, there aren't any dragons. Is there anyone on the ship you'd like to fight, maybe?
No.
Okay. Well, since we don't have any dragons on hand, I guess maybe just my adventure story will be the only one.
My choose my adventure story. I don't speak this terrible form of English. What do you mean?
Okay, do you understand what we're doing tonight, Tyrant?
No. You told two stories, both of which were bad and different. One was okay. And then you asked something about an adventure, and I asked if I could fight a dragon, and you said I couldn't, so I don't know what's going on.
Tyrant is getting
No
dumber.
more stories. Those were all fake stories. This is not a story. This is what we're actually doing tonight. Are you ready?
How do you know what we're going to do in the future?
Because I'm telling you what we're going to do. And then I'm going to do it, and you're going to do it. Okay?
Yes.
So tonight, we're going to put everyone to sleep, and then we'll point out to you who you get to fight while they're sleeping.
How are you going to put everyone to sleep?
Lily has magical powers.
His ear flickers.
That's exciting, right? That's kind of an adventure.
No.
Okay. Well, either way, we're still doing it.
Okay.
Okay. So for the rest of the day, I suggest that we go talk to different crew members and kind of gauge their happiness level with Captain Mac.
Okay.
And if we find any crew members that seem really convincingly unhappy with her, then we don't necessarily invite them to join us, but tonight after we do tiger tactics, we give them the opportunity to die or join us.
Okay.
Now, Neil, I just want to point out, I think it's a great idea for these strangers to go around as a group questioning everyone's happiness with a captain on a boat. I don't think that'll lead to mutiny or give off bad signs at all, just so that we're clear.
I was just going to ask, how do you gauge people's happiness level with the captain?
Okay, so
Emotional
know.
rings.
Sad.
do you guys think we should...
Here, put this on. Purple, just what I thought.
Lily, did the first mate seem really happy with the captain?
He said it was a hard life.
Well,
He seemed cool. He was cute.
all right, let's try to leave him alive if he'll join us. I guess we don't have to go talk to everybody. I don't know. What do you guys think?
Let's just find the key people. Let's talk to 2 or 3 key people. Neil, how does
Who is a key person on the ship?
let's say you see someone is more athletic. He looks more like a fighter. you know?
Okay, all right.
So, how many guys are armed? Do they look like basic sailors? Or...
Day to day, walking around the ship, no one carries weapons except for Mac.
Do we find the weapon stash? Do we?
Oh
see
yeah,
any
there
weapon
is a fairly obvious stash of weapons in the crew quarters.
stash? December. How
Each-
about you dispose of these?
I
Fair
got this.
point.
Let's do it after everyone goes to sleep.
I should note that even when people are asleep, there's usually a night watchman who stays on deck, keeping an eye out for other ships, for oncoming storms, for random icebergs or whatever. I mean, there's no icebergs in this part of the world, but you usually have at least one night watchman who stays awake and patrols on deck.
Okay.
Just as a heads up, so there's nothing catching you guys off guard.
So just to get the lay of the ship, at night, there will be one watchman on deck. There will be presumably 7 sailors in one room and 8 in another. Ish. Right?
Yeah. Is that right? Is that 15? No,
15
they said there were 15 sailors, so there should be 7 and 7
So where's the 15?
on deck.
Oh, on deck. Duh. Okay. So 7 and 7. Then there's the first mate in his cabin and the captain in her cabin.
Yep.
Okay. Lily, how many sleep spells do you have?
2.
Hmm.
I have a lot of other useful spells.
Can you tell us what they are?
That's a lot of spells now. It's like 15.
Well,
Really
I
want
guess.
to list-
Well, how would you go about tiger tactics tonight?
Sleeping and getting rid of one quarter, like the one of the areas, and then doing the same with another. Us all being outside the room, maybe, as I cast it.
But then we've got 3 people that aren't in those rooms. So are we going to
We're
sleep them?
upstairs, but technically, it wouldn't do sound, and then there's 3 people left to deal with.
While you guys are discussing this, you hear some the alarm bell. It's literally just like a bell that gets rung back and forth, going off on
Here
deck.
goes the change of plans. Let's
Here
go.
we
on
go
deck.
again.
So you guys scramble onto deck. I take it to look into this.
Yeah.
And Mac is up there with the entire crew, and she's in the middle of saying some. You guys come in partway on in a conversation. This is going to be a bit of a problem. We're going to have to find port and fix it right away. Otherwise, we might lose the whole ship. Now,
Well,
you
I know
five,
someone.
you five, get down there and grab some buckets. Glad to see that you 4 can join us.
what's going on?
Sprung a leak. Must have been from something in the storm.
Oh, damn.
We're going to spend the whole rest of the day taking shifts, grabbing buckets, and bailing out the bottom of the ship.
Of course, this ship has a leak.
Now, if you 4 who are passengers don't want to join us, that's fine. That's not part of your passage here.
I'll join you for a little while at least.
Are you sure? We wouldn't want to get you or bother you at all. You know, passengers and whatnot. You should be, as I think you said earlier, you're here to enjoy the cruise, not work at all.
Well,
I understand if you don't want to bother bailing out the ship. It's really just buckets and water.
Well, if you don't need my help, I won't. But like I said, I'm willing.
We appreciate the offer.
So, is that a yes? You want me to help?
I think we can take care of it, but thank you. I'll let you know if we change our minds.
I believe
grins.
that's a no. They're saying no to you.
That's fine.
And perception checks from everyone, actually.
yeah, I see through walls.
God.
Holy shit.
Tyrant doesn't see anything.
I mean, neither.
Lily, you notice that your Mac has changed the direction of the ship, and you guys are headed. Oh, December! You as well notice that Mac has changed the direction of the ship, and you guys are now headed more northwardly.
Northwardly.
Yes.
Guys, I think they're not bringing us to the deal. I think they're lying. Maybe we should sleep them all as they're downstairs together.
But then if the ship does have a leak in it, then we have a ship with a leak in it.
Then just go investigate. See if they let you go in. If they don't, it's probably not the leak.
Yeah, that's true. Let's send
Don't
Faye, though,
see the
because there's
leak.
already weirdness between me and the captain now.
Okay, sure.
Because I offered to help.
Fair.
Do you want me to check if there's a leak?
Yeah, I want you to go see what they're doing down there.
That's her mission.
Okay, give me an extra bucket.
Okay.
Let's all look for a bucket. Neil, we're looking for a bucket.
You guys find a bucket.
We don't find?
You do
we
find.
do.
Okay, I grabbed the bucket. And then...
There's a bucket in the crew quarters that's normally used for them to spit the chewing
December.
tobacco in.
December, go get the weapons. Move them. Put them
Oh.
somewhere else.
Okay, so I go
So
down.
won't they notice?
I guess so.
The weapons are basically hung on the bunks.
Yeah, I won't do that now. They'll notice.
Okay, so I go down where the hole is with the bucket.
Okay. As you start going down, there's a man coming up. He's like, "Oh, hey, you're F, right?"
Yeah, exactly. I just wanted to bring an extra one. I just found this on my way. I figured I could either help or just give it to you.
He peers in and is like, I think that probably belongs back where it is. We can take care of this. We've been sailing for a long time.
You guys don't need an extra bucket?
I mean, we brought all the extra buckets that we need. We came prepared. You notice that he's got a bucket in his hand right now.
Is there water in it?
Yes.
Do you need me to throw that off board?
I mean, I'm on my way upstairs right now to dump it.
Okay. And then I escort him up to dump it.
Okay. You escort him upstairs. He walks over to the side of the ship, dumps the water out, and starts walking back. And you notice there's another guy coming from the bottom of the ship.
Oh, shit.
With water?
Yeah. Well, with a bucket.
Is it filled with water?
He's on the other side of the ship. He's just coming out of the hole right now, or not on the other side, but he's like 10 feet away.
And then I whispered to December, what if we eliminate them one at a time by pushing them overboard and then
Yeah,
with water?
I was thinking of...
Where are you guys all standing right now, for reference? I know
On top
I'm
of the
like-
mast.
you're standing
right
on top
next-
of the mast. All right, Crow's Nest in.
I'm right where the entrance from lower to deck is.
Okay, well then you see this guy walk up, and he does indeed have water in his bucket. Jen and Anna.
I'm just like, I got all huffy when she was all not wanting to help, so I just went over and sat. Like, if the stairway down is like kind of in the middle, I'm like over by where the cabin doors are and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So like, but in watching distance, but not close.
Okay.
I'm just chilling on the deck.
Okay.